Hello, ladies, gentlemen, people, aliens, whoever, whenever, wherever you are. Welcome. I'm playing the Stanley Parable for like an hour, maybe. I don't know. Depends on when I get bored. But it's the Stanley Parable. It's never the same. It's the Stanley Parable. A very fun game. I love this game. It's tons of fun. I've played it before. So...
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
You're not going to hear it, though. I'm going to be talking.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push.
That job doesn't make sense. He's getting paid for
this. This is what
right?
Employee 427 did every day,
probably not
every month,
mind control. Why would they pay him?
And although others might have considered
like
it
something he does,
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, there we go. It's supposed to be the interact button. I think it is interacting, but I can't hear it. Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hold on. I want these. Okay, so everything's at the absolute maximum.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hello.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
And I managed to get behind that door. Accidentally. Yeah, turn off. I want to do... What do you... I can't zoom in, so what do you say? Please tell me. Never mind, you're going off now. That one's always there, no? Nah, I'll show you that later.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I almost forgot which was my left. A bit embarrassing. Can't open that one. Just waiting to see if something interesting can happen.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That have half contemplated the game know about.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I didn't turn around.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, because I don't think I've done that one yet either. Thinking about it. Money crisp. Yes. Oh, I can't open those.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
I don't know.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Can I have one of these?
2845.
Oh, there we go. He's giving it to us.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Literally nothing, okay. Now, we're gonna go down the elevator. It's loading, if you couldn't tell. I don't know why I keep looking to my left.
Descending deeper into the
microphone's there.
Stanley
But why am I
realized he
looking
felt
that
a
way
bit
when
peculiar.
talking to you as if you're an
It was a
actual
stirring
person
of
there?
emotion in his chest,
You're some
as though he
random
felt more
person on
free
the
to
internet
think
that
for
decided,
himself,
you know
to
what?
question the nature
I
of
want to
his
watch
job. Why did
this.
he feel this now, when for years it had never
And
occurred
I'm
to him?
perfectly okay with that.
This
I'm glad you're
question would
watching
not
this.
go
Please
unanswered for
don't
long.
leave. I need someone to watch this, so then more people watch this. It's kind
Stanley
of a thing
walked straight ahead through the
that I
large
would like.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
No. There we go. I was like, why is it?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh no. It's still an ending though.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Yeah, but...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Hello. Ah. The end is never the end, by the way. If you guys didn't know that. In which direction? I'm literally not.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs
You know what
from a
this
blind
makes me
man.
think of?
So he resigned and
You'd have to
willingly
put a portal
accepted this
there and like a
violent
portal
end
over there
to his
somewhere.
brief and shallow
And then
life.
you'd be perfectly fine getting
Farewell,
the rest
Stanley.
too.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I think I broke it. Oh, there's some white text here.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Point.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
This is the choice room. The two doors. Why is it not showing the rest of it? Hey, look. Shut up. Telling me I'm supposed to stop being. Oh well. Okay. Uh-huh. Employee database. And solitaire. I've never seen the one with solitaire on it. Credits for F. No, there's gotta be something I can do here. Can't just leave me here. Everything branches off it. Oh, hey. The office. One of these things. Oh, yeah, the copy printer maintenance room. Uh-huh. Warzone. If you want to read that, then pause it. Because I've got the brief overview of it. I don't really care for much else. I understand part of it. Narrator emails. What? Yeah, these make sense. I'm leaving now. The lounge. Oh my god. The lounge. The lounge. No, I want to click it. Oh, I see. Okay. Cargo lift. Cargo lift again, but from a different angle. Uh-huh. Huh. No. What is this? This is a sending model. That's a button that I can't press. That's also a button. Oh, I thought I could press it. Sending. Uh-huh. Cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. I wish we could go faster. I feel like it would be useful. Yeah, I'm gonna go look at that in a moment. It's the current one. Cool. I don't care, I want the next ending. Give me something to work with here. This is getting boring for me. I need entertainment. Countdown room. Cool. What does this do? Monitor room elevator. Cool. Oh, that's how I got here. Okay. What? I feel lost now. Freedom ending, yeah. Uh-huh. Office clock. No, this is... What? Oh, now I understand. Now I understand. I want to know what's back here. I don't want to go back there. I'll get lost. This place, well, it doesn't make sense. Oh, I do want to go down there. It'll lead me to where I want to go. Okay. And then it'll take me to this.
At the top of the facility to end this injustice forever. Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one then. Then he pushed the number 8.
I swear I could have sworn brain. Oh no, it was up here, wasn't it? There, that, this. Okay, we found it.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Bye-bye.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
I wasn't listening to you.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Here. Can I have something interesting, please? Oh, it put me back. It wasn't supposed to do that. Now I'm lost. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yes.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh no. Right. You're going off. What do you say? Surname access. Let me crouch. I can crouch. Oh my god, I can crouch? Why did I not know this? Yeah, I've started it. Okay, so I can crouch. What does this say? Please let me read it. Fine. Go away then. Hello, 417. Yeah, you know.
Oh, new content? What does that mean? New content.
You've probably seen this one, but I can crouch, and I'm pleased about that. Because I didn't know I could do that.
Hello, and thank you for playing The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, The Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Oh my god, really?
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
No.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Go that way. No, that way. That don't work. Fine. This is probably only the one ending anyway.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Elevator move.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Not for me, though. I think I've already done this one. To some degree.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Oh, it's back here. You don't know how many times I've had a shot.
All right, let's see it.
From
the jump circle?
I can jump, but only in the circle, and it upsets me. Because having the power to jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. Oh, well, you do it for me, and then it leads to a different thing. Hold on. Because I don't know if an ending branches off. What is this? Yeah, okay.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh, but I've done that.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
No, this seems to be... Okay, fine. Can I get on this? This seems like it would be helpful.
Oh, never mind. You're not a dog.
Oh, I can't even stand up there. What a bore. It's kind of annoying.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look. I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I want to just be able to escape.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
What? Oh, I can't even sit on it.
J'écris dans la Memory Zone
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Oh, hey, by the way. There is a maintenance door down there. Can you please open it? Let me in. Fine then. Let's see if I can. I do. Oh my god, all the buttons. More buttons. There's a smiley button there. And there's a clock. Do you open? Maybe. Doesn't look like it. Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to...
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Yeah. A door.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again.
I feel like I'm going backwards. I'm glad I went backwards.
Wait,
maintenance.
Hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Was this what I was supposed to do? I think this is what I was supposed to do. I don't want to do what I'm supposed to. Ooh, hey. Wait, this is from a different game. Well, maybe it's also from this game. It reminds me of the machines from Super. No! Okay, fine. Reminds me of the... Okay, where am I? Yeah. It reminds me of the vending machines. Okay. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm cutting the video anyways. Now I'm stuck.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, the door.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
I want a new ending. A new one that I haven't done yet. The ending's confusing.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. To be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to.
A door.
These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
What to talk about? Something
I feel
though.
Like a failure.
But I don't know much about the Stanley
Like I let
Parable.
these people down.
Well,
perhaps
too many
the Stanley Parable
I haven't got
isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Getting some of the same endings. No, let me out. Let me back up. I didn't want to come down here. Fine.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
There we go.
And here it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again.
2.
I think...
Something similar to that.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
I don't care. I want to finish this ending. So
hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
Yes,
Let me
I just did.
describe it.
Yeah.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up.
Oh, we stopped talking again. No. Have you ever have a game called Penguin?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
It's a game I think I could film, right? Quite easily, actually. I'm planning on filming some more Escapists. I probably will not have... Well, will not continue this... Oh, no. The series that I started on. But yeah. I need interesting bits that I can clip out and use to make more interesting stuff. On, like, smaller social... Well, actually smaller. shorter social media platform. Because if you're seeing this, that means I've also uploaded some stuff on my TikTok, which, yes, does exist, I just haven't used yet. In fact, if you're listening to this, I may have not added anything to my TikTok. I'm not totally sure. If there's nothing super interesting, and like, because if I can get 3 minutes or less of just a few little bits that are, well, entertaining, then it'd be pretty funny. Of course you can't, oh, it's on the floor now. Question is, can I press it again? No. There is an exit now, though. I can't quite tell where we are. We are definitely in a place doing the thing, though. Maybe we aren't in a place doing the thing. Who actually knows? I'm not allowed on there. Okay. Well, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going in this direction. Goodbye. I wonder if there isn't a thing if you, like, walk far enough. Jesus Christ, mouse. Calm down. No. Oh, okay. No, stop. My mouse. Oh. Yay! We made it to the end. I need to do an interesting ending, but an ending I haven't done before. I mean, the escape ending was pretty interesting, actually. That one just wasn't. That one was boring.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Nothing.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
now.
simply missed a memo.
Nothing. Okay, next room. Nothing interesting. Aha! Second one of either 5 or 6. I think 5, but I can't count. Surname access thing, yep. Nothing else. I wonder what rooms I can go in. New content. I feel like I'm supposed to do this.
Oh, good. You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
I don't think I'm supposed to go through 416 then. What? Okay. I wonder where I'm going. It's quicker than last time, so maybe there's something interesting in this one. Instead of through the vent. The vent bit was annoying. Plus, that wasn't an ending yet? Huh. Fun. No, we're supposed to go that way. Fine. But I'm backing into it.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Aha! Back door.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I can't read the old mug though. It won't let me. I'm not allowed to get close enough to read it. And my mouse doesn't like existing very much. New computers, old telephones, but a new computer. I like that. That would be very cool.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
So basically, we're adding red. We're adding a new color. I mean, it does need color. Most of it's white, actually. Oh, hey! A newer mug. Huh. Nice. Ooh. Okay. 2 new red mugs. Am I supposed to touch this? Am I supposed to press the button? Please tell me what the button to press is. Oh, hey. On the computer that it's streaming off of. But I'm not allowed to change it, which is upsetting. Can't go through that door.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
But yeah, we need to... Apparently we're supposed to go this way. There is a bus. And stuff. However, apparently we're going to the expo hall. Because we're not allowed through that door. It won't even let us get close enough to it. Annoyingly. There's a lot of development going into this area now.
Try out some of the
All of this game is highly developed and I love it. Honestly. Reassurance bucket? I haven't done that bit yet. I want the bucket. Alright, we'll go talk to the reinsurance bucket.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
I'm sure one of the people watching
sleeping
this,
and
if
waking
anyone
as
watches
Jim,
this, why am I
falling in
saying
love
I'm sure?
and being
I only doubt the
heartbroken as
person that
Jim.
ends up watching this.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
I want to use the computer.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. Imagine yourself driving to work as Jim, playing frisbee on the weekends as Jim, staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover as Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim, rediscovering yourself through fringe religious groups as Jim, and finally dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim. Do you feel it in your soul? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
You know, I think I am
truly
Jim. If so,
then please step forward and press the button. Jim. Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you!
The problem is I can't hear any of
this. Do it again.
Because my headphones decided to not work. So, the mic's still working. But unfortunately, I can barely hear what any of these people are saying. Let me out. Let me out. I think I was supposed to press it again. We'll try this door. No. Well, I'm gonna go press the button again. Sneak.
Jim. Ooh, it hits it's even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the gym button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Doors, finally. I don't think they're supposed to open like that. Maybe those are the only ones I clicked and did actually work. No, I can just walk into them. Okay.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Insurance bucket. Infinite hole?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with? You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is. Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
But I want the infinite hole. I want the infinite hole. It said there was an infinite hole.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
Can someone please tell me where the infinite hole is? The infinite hole this way. I want the infinite hole. I don't care about anything else. I want the infinite hole. It's here. We found it.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
I'm falling in the hole. I don't know how long it takes to get to the bottom.
Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
very interesting.
You can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Oh, okay, so if I think I've spent too much time going down the hole, then I can actually
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
To the surface.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of
things. I'd
things.
have to just reset. That'd be kind of annoying. But yeah.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole
the bottom of the hole. I'm not allowed to leave. Oh no.
Infinite. If that works for you,
I'm stuck
then go
now.
ahead and press the teleport button
to
warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even... Oh, for heaven... You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow, okay, yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here?
I just want to see what happens.
I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length.
Strange nature.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's try something. Let's pop back up to the
you're
top,
watching this
and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
I might not post this.
Well, there it is. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
Yeah, but you can't leave.
Take care,
You're
Stanley.
Literally attached.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest
You're
of
literally attached to me. So, that won't really work. Can I? Hold on. So we'll start here, right? Then we'll go over here. Over there. Right? And straight across. Straight over there. Then back to the center point. Yeah. Okay. Am I supposed to end it myself? Does something happen? I don't have the patience to wait for something to happen. I've nearly done this for an hour. Most of the time I was planning on ending it off. An hour. It is getting deeper. It's getting still. Oh, I knew I didn't want to end it yet. Goodbye, cruel world. Oh my god. I can change the perspective. I have a face. This looks like the cover for a game. No, I want to go back to my own perspective. That last one, right? I can't hear that.
My head's stronger. Hey!
Abschlossen, auch durchspielen.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I noticed that before. I've spent 3 minutes messing it up with the characters. Oh no. I want to stupid now, not the error.
good, you're
Hey,
awake.
you were
It seems you
back.
had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Can I come out of the hole
From the
now?
looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Goodbye. What's happening? Oh, did I finally do it? Is that the ending? Because I don't really want to get halfway through. Oh, no, it just put me back here. I guess I wasn't supposed to do that.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Oh, well, that was sort of an ending. I want to see the reassurance bucket, though.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable
I'm
was
sure
that
that's
it was
not
confusing and
copyrighted.
paradoxical,
Buckets.
that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance
Give me the bucket.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind.
Give me
and
the
your
bucket.
heart. It's true.
So
As long
basically
as
you're
you
making
hold on
people
to the
addicted
bucket,
to a
the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle
Let me
embrace
have
of
the
jarring
bucket.
cognitive dissonance
Please,
while
I
the
want
bucket is
the
in
bucket.
your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect
so I'm gonna have to
solution.
censor that.
Come on,
Can I
give it
censor?
a try.
Do I have the skill? Oh, hey. Do I have the skill to censor it?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
Go.
All this and more await
Taking this
you
with me.
in the Stanley Parable 2.
I'm keeping this bucket. This is mine now.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Is my mic down? My mic is down. Okay, good. You can actually... Oh, hey, an exit. An exit? There is not an exit. Is this an exit? It's a
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Give it to me. I got a Stanley Parable thing. Oh.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh, this is the exit. Found the exit, it's fine. I'm stupid.
All right,
We were
have you seen
doing this
everything
for
you
watching
wanted
it
to?
for, well, an
Ready to
hour
move on
before.
now?
Hello, you skipped to near the end. This may be the end. I'm not sure.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh. This is cool. I like this. This is cool. Does it just bring me to the beginning now? Is that the actual ending? That can't be the actual ending. I'm hoping it is, because I've been filming for an hour and a half.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job.
But there are balloons everywhere now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the bucket supposed to be? The bucket!
Stanley picked up the bucket.
This is the only reason I did that. And, well, now there's balloons, but I didn't know about that. I just wanted the bucket, so I can do this one thing. And then I'm going to end the video after I've done this one thing. No, way through. Oh yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
And... no, it's got to exist. You can't just get rid of it. I've been looking forward to that.
Still no one was here.
Oh, I know, it's plastic.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
Yeah.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers. Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
My bucket. Screw
I
you.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
It's not a cleaning
Stanley.
supply. This
Don't
is
give in. Don't hand
a
over
mental
the
health bucket.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong.
This
is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket?
I'm waiting for one
Stanley,
thing to happen that
I never
I'm
liked
pretty
this
sure
broom
is
closet
supposed
for
to
a
happen.
variety of reasons. But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich
so
emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
Helped me make
Let him have it.
Big decisions. It's just crazy.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, Broom Closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Anyways, this is where I'm going to end the video. Oh, that looks so cool. This actually looks really cool. I'm quite glad that some unforeseen events that I didn't actually think were going to happen happened. I now have a bucket. It's all good there. Anyways, I'm ending it here. Hasta la vista, adios, and goodbye.